We start with the primal RC Raminator, and honestly, calling this a toy feels almost insulting. This is a genuine 1/5 scale gas-powered monster truck, licensed as a replica of the real Raminator monster truck that tours arenas across America. Under that genuinely massive body sits a real 49cc 2-stroke Reed valve engine producing over 6 horsepower on its own, driving through an all-steel chain transfer gearbox to 4-wheel drive with scale-authentic solid axles. This thing weighs somewhere around 80 pounds fully assembled. 80 pounds. The huge 12 by 7.5 inch tires chew through dirt, gravel and grass with genuine 4-link suspension soaking up every impact. Top speed sits around 20 to 30 miles per hour, which sounds modest until you watch 80 pounds of gas-powered steel and rubber launch off a jump. This is strictly advanced skill level only, and it genuinely demands real maintenance and attention between runs, but nothing else on this list comes close to matching its raw physical presence. Reviewers who have spent real time behind the wheel describe it as a visceral experience. The roar of that little gas engine, the thud when it lands, the sheer physicality of controlling something this heavy and this loud. It is not cheap, and it is definitely not beginner friendly, but as a statement of pure scale ambition, nothing else in the RC hobby space even attempts to compete with it directly. From gas power to electric muscle, the Traxxas TRX 6 Ultimate RC Hauler takes a completely different approach to being destructive. Instead of speed or jumps, this thing dominates through sheer capability. It runs full-time 6-wheel drive across a 23.7-inch wheelbase, powered by 3 independent remote locking differentials that let it claw through terrain most trucks would get stuck in. Portal axles lift the whole chassis for enormous ground clearance, and a remote shifting high and low range transmission gives it the torque to haul serious weight up steep grades. It even ships with a factory-installed pro-scale winch, fully wired and ready to pull itself or other vehicles out of trouble. 25 individual LED lights spread across the cab and bed give it a menacing black-on-black presence, whether you are running it at noon or well after dark. This is the biggest, baddest rig in the entire Traxxas TRX lineup, built to haul and dominate rather than simply race. Traxxas designed the rear bed specifically with adjustable wheel chocks and tie-down bands, meaning this truck can genuinely load up and transport your other Traxxas models with the same kind of scale realism a real tow rig would offer at a job site. It turns an already impressive platform into something that feels like a complete working vehicle rather than just another fast basher. Now for something that proves destructive doesn't always mean brute force. The Redcat 64 flips the entire monster truck formula on its head. This is a fully licensed 1/10 scale replica of the 1964 Chevrolet Impala SS, and it took Redcat a full 3.5 years to develop because absolutely nothing like it existed anywhere in the RC market before this project began. Using an advanced servo system, this lowrider can raise, lower, and independently tilt its front and rear ends to perform genuine hydraulic-style hops, and it can even balance and drive on just 3 wheels. 23 individually chrome-molded body parts recreate the Impala's iconic details down to the badging. The dedicated 6-channel lowrider-style radio gives you switches that mimic a real hydraulic setup. It's not destructive in the traditional sense, but watching it hop and dance is genuinely one of the most unexpected things you'll see an RC car do. Since its debut, it has become something of a phenomenon specifically within the lowrider and automotive enthusiast community, pulling in an entirely new group of people who had never considered RC cars before, but instantly recognized the culture and craftsmanship behind this build. Back to pure devastation with the Traxxas X-Maxx on 8S power. And this is exactly the truck you see tearing through the sand in the thumbnail. Traxxas built this as their ultimate monster truck, and 30+ volts of electric power backs that claim up completely. The Velinion 1200XL big block motor paired with the VXL 8S electronic speed controller pushes this 19-pound, 30-inch long monster past 50 miles per hour, and belted sledgehammer tires keep it stable at that speed across mud, dirt, and pavement alike. 8-inch tall tires and long-arm suspension give it the ground clearance to simply drive over obstacles that would stop smaller trucks completely. And when it inevitably lands upside down after a big jump, the exclusive patented self-righting system flips it back onto its wheels, at the press of a button. This is genuinely one of the most powerful ready-to-run monster trucks money can buy straight out of the box, no modifications required. Watching this thing launch off a dune, hang in the air for what feels like far too long, and land clean before immediately powering forward again is exactly the kind of moment that made this specific truck the star of our thumbnail today, and no other truck on this list produces quite that same combination of drama, dust, and raw electric violence. Switching styles completely, the Valanche brings us back to the classic monster truck roots that started this whole hobby. Built in the tradition of the original Chevrolet Avalanche-style RC trucks, this one runs spring-loaded suspension paired with oversized all-terrain tires designed specifically for backyard bashing and casual off-road fun. It's not chasing top-speed records or hobby-grade complexity. It's built around the simple, addictive fun of watching a big, tough-looking truck climb over anything in its path. For anyone who grew up wanting exactly this kind of classic monster truck experience, the Valanche delivers it without overcomplicating things. There is something genuinely satisfying about a truck that does not ask you to master a complicated setup menu before you can enjoy it. Charge the battery, grab the transmitter, and start crushing whatever happens to be in your backyard. The RC Bugatti Chiron takes us entirely out of monster truck territory and into pure hypercar territory, and it earns its spot here purely on looks and detail. Officially licensed by Bugatti themselves, this scaled-down Chiron replicates the real car's dramatic curves with a high-gloss metallic paint finish, working headlights and taillights, and a four-wheel independent suspension system that actually functions. Depending on the scale you choose, it can reach speeds up to 10 km per hour, which sounds slow until you remember this is a display and casual play car built for detail rather than dirt. It's proof that not every entry on a powerful RC list needs raw horsepower. Sometimes, the power is in how convincingly it captures a $2.9 million hypercar in the palm of your hand. For collectors who care more about scale accuracy and shelf presence than raw speed, this officially licensed detail is exactly the kind of thing that separates a genuine hypercar replica from a generic toy car with a fancy paint job. Heading into more aggressive off-road territory, the nonstop RC crawler tank replaces wheels entirely with tracks, and that changes everything about how it moves. A dual-flow drive gearbox lets it spin a full 360 degrees in place, drift sideways across loose surfaces, and climb inclines up to 30 degrees that would stop a wheeled truck cold. The track design distributes weight evenly, letting it cross ditches and wade through shallow water without losing traction. At under $60, it delivers genuine tank-style destruction and maneuverability that nothing else on this list can replicate, simply because nothing else on this list has tracks instead of tires. Built-in protection against low voltage and overheating means it can handle repeated hard sessions without the electronics giving out, which matters enormously once you start pushing it through the kind of terrain that would genuinely stall a wheeled vehicle. And finally, closing things out with something genuinely unlike anything else here, the Rotodon RC motorcycle isn't just a motorcycle at all. This is a two-in-one transforming vehicle that switches between a ground racing stunt motorcycle and a full 6-channel flying quadcopter drone. One single click triggers the entire transformation, folding and unfolding the frame between bike mode and flight mode in just a matter of seconds. In the air, it pulls off complete 360-degree flips, and on the ground, it drifts and races at genuine speed. LED lights keep it visible after dark in either mode, and you can control the entire thing through either the included remote or a companion smartphone app. It's the perfect close-up for this list because it genuinely refuses to be just one type of RC vehicle, blending destruction on land with acrobatics in the air. Whether you are more interested in racing it across pavement or launching it straight up into a series of aerial flips, this closing entry proves that the most powerful RC vehicles are not always defined by size or horsepower, but sometimes simply by how much they refuse to be predictable.